Hey there, welcome back to another Community Crossroads. I'm your host, Karina Garcia, and here's what's coming up on today's show. We first sit down with Jack Greeson to discuss his new book, The Spirit Within Us. And then also joining the show is Wind Services, here to prepare us for this upcoming hurricane season, followed by a few alumni from the 1973 Stroman High School class. And finally, David Fasquez delights us with his rendition of the national anthem. And looks like we have a pretty packed show today, and kicking it off is Jack Greeson, author of The Spirit Within Us. Thank you so much for being with us
You're
today.
welcome.
So you just wrote this book, huge
Yes.
accomplishment. Tell me a little bit about what it's about. What can readers expect?
Well, an overview. It's a founding of the American democracy, and the people who formed it. This is focusing on the Europeans who came over and founded the American colonies and the Native Americans who were already living here. What I have done is extensive research, 30 years of research and 3 years of writing, part-time of course, but a lot of work. I have traced two families from way back in the 1400s in Europe through to the time when members of the family came over to the Americas and founded the colonies, and the Native Americans who were here. And then I followed a few generations after they were already in America. I took two families and picked 12 individuals, 12 chapters, one chapter for each individual, and told about their story. What were the trials and the issues that they faced? How did they overcome them? What did their children and grandchildren learn from that, and subsequently bringing those ideas and founding America.
And tell me a little bit about the writing process. I know you just touched down on it, but what first kind of inspired you to take on a project like this?
Well, I've always been interested in writing. I studied a lot of English in college and pardon me, university, and I have been wanting to write something, but I didn't have the time. I was very busy with my profession, and then I retired, so I had some time. And when I got to looking into the stories of some of my ancestors, I found some very interesting, fascinating stories, and especially when I noticed how it led up to the final decision of members of their family later on in founding the colonies. And so I started writing about it, and one thing led to another, and here we are.
So it was a little bit of research combined with creative writing.
Lot of research.
Well,
a lot of research.
A lot of research. I'm definitely toning it down here. Yeah.
In order to research about these people, I had to go to original sources, and that meant going to libraries and museums in Norway and Scotland.
Wow.
Also in the United States, Salt Lake City, of course, they have a big genealogical library there. Ohio, Maryland. In other words, I went to original sources, including libraries, museums, and courthouses with the family records, that sort of thing.
Yeah, very extensive. A lot of passion and time went into the
yes,
making of this
absolutely.
book. So where can people find this book? For those of us interested, I know they're here at the Victoria Public Library as well. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Also, the easiest way, if a person has access to Facebook, they can go to Facebook and Facebook my wife, Mary Greeson, and we can handle the transactions and we ship them and that sort of thing.
Got it. And at the Victoria Public Library, this will also be available?
Yes, it's available at the Victoria Public Library. It's also available at the University of Houston Victoria Library.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming on here and telling us about The Spirit Within Us. Again, everybody, this book is open and out for sale, so go ahead and give it a good read. Summer's here. The kids need to read the book as well, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this sounds incredible. Thank you so much, and congratulations on this huge accomplishment.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I will say, in college, I tried to embark on a novel myself, so I can't even imagine the work and time that went into this. Congratulations.
It's a lot of work.
Thank you so much. And for those of you at home who are interested in the book or want to meet Jack Greeson himself and speak to him, he will be at the Victoria Public Library. He's going to be the monthly speaker for August 15th. That's going to be a Tuesday at 5:30 p.m.